Hello everybody, I'm Tristan with the Gamer Tree. Welcome back to Pokemon Insurgence. As I keep on saying it wrong, probably. In the last episode, we have lost our memory. Well, our memory and dreams were slowly getting taken away. Somebody called out to us, and this Mew was helping us escape. We're in the Cult of Darkrai, trying to find a way out. I'm kind of wondering how we're going to exactly do that. Oh, I guess we can now go this way. Shade Forest. Okay, let's go for it. Let's get our asses out of here. Wow, this music's really good too. I'm over there. Oh, I guess our first battle of the game technically takes place now. It's a Nidoran. And we have a 65 Mew. Kind of a bit overpowered, don't you think? Ghastly. Oh, level 5. I wonder if we could pick like a starter based on what we find on the route or something. That'd be kind of cool. I want that item over there. I wonder if I can get to it. So there's nothing that loops around. Nope. Alright, well, let's go. We technically found a repel in the base, but I don't want to waste our only repel at the moment. So we'll kind of see what... Can't get up there. Nidoran Mail now. We also don't have any Pokeballs anyways. There's a small flute on it, and another note in Mew's hands. We've obtained the Quartz Flute. I put the Quartz Flute in my key item department. The Quartz Flute allows you to call upon Mew when needed. This can be used to utilize Mew's transformation ability, transforming you into someone else, or potentially changing Mew into a different Pokemon. To use this, go into your bag, and either use it directly or register the flute to use as a use. Good luck, your benefactor. That is kinda cool. I could swear I saw a Mew here just now. Did you see it? A bright pink Pokemon. It was just floating really close to you. No? What? I could have swore I saw it. Come on, don't mess this up like you always do. My name is Damon. I'm an inspiring Pokemon trainer. Well, I would be if I had a Pokemon. And you are Tristan. Got it. Today's not a day to complain. The greatest man in the world, of course, is coming to Tendertown. Do you know who the Agger's, right? No? How could you not know? Have you been living under a rock? The second is the man who stops the cults. Whenever they try to attack us, he unites the region. He is the greatest hero the world has ever known. Anyways, he's visiting the town later today. The mayor and townsfolk have been preparing ever since this morning. I'm excited. I was running errands before he arrives. I know. Why don't you help out? You're assigning jobs at the town hall. Do I have to? I don't think I really want to help, but... Pokemon Center here. Hi there, I'm an employee at the Pokemon. It's a convenient chain that can be found on the top floor of any Pokemon Center, just like the one here. Pokemon Center is an important place for any trainer to know. I can heal your Pokemon, buy things, or even visit the bottom floor and buy new clothes. Why don't you take these for a free sample? Oh, 5 Pokeballs. Cool. We don't even have a Pokemon yet, though. Those are wild Pokemon to catch them. So we can buy new clothes at the bottom. Hello, welcome to the clothes shop. This is your first time here? The basement of every Pokemon Center has a tailor of all sorts of clothes for you to buy. We hope you find different clothes to wear. Would you like to purchase? That is cool. Why does cancel bring up an option? Oh, hello! I am the move leader. I can administer medical to Pokemon and make them forget. That's cool. Hello, hello, I'm the official name raider. Ooh, name raider. Wow, both in the same town. In the same spot. And then the marts up here. That's really cool. We don't have Pokemon to heal right now. The second is the most amazing person ever. They said he's so strong he defeated a Kyogre in a wrestling match, really? No, it sounds a little bit too incredible to be real, sorry to say. A Kyogre wrestling match? I don't think so. I'm going to draw the Angler a portrait. After all, everyone in town is supposed to give him a gift, really. I don't think I feel like that. I'm glad I'm gonna remember this town. We don't have a gift to offer the so-called Great One. Technology is amazing. I can talk to my friends all over the world. I can share Pokemon, battle, or even visit secret bases. Hints at what's to come, maybe? People call him the Angler, but that's not really the right name. He's actually the second. The first disappeared many years ago. I kind of feel bad for that Damon kid. All the other kids in town got a Pokemon, but he wasn't allowed to. His mother wouldn't let him. Really? Everyone in town got a Pokemon but him? Sounds a bit mean if you ask me. Yo, did you hear? The Angler's coming to our little town. He's like the leader of the region. I heard he has a Salamence, yo. Ooh, cool Salamence. Professor Salvin likes to hand out an Eevee to trainers. While it is a bit boring starter, it can evolve into many different things. You know, I wouldn't let my Eevee evolve if I caught it. I just have a feeling there'd be a reward somewhere for not evolving it. Really now? Is that a hint that that if you keep Eevee through the entire game, you might get something? Obtain potions. Those potions let you heal up Pokemon in the blink of battle. Thanks. Yes? If you have a Pokemon, if not, I'm sure Professor Shelf will have to give you one. He has a bunch of Eevee. Well, let's go grab an Eevee. I'm a fan of Eevee. Hello! Are you new here? I'm Professor Salvin. I'm the professor of this town. I suppose you want to start your Pokemon adventure. Most of the other kids in the neighborhood have already gotten their Eevee from me and headed north to the trainer school in Midtown. As for you, you'll have to wait. This town is busy preparing for the arrival, and so am I. Why don't you come back later? I want the Eevee, though. You asshole. I have to wait, because even though everyone else got their Eevee. I'm only 6 now, but soon I'll be old enough to have my own Pokemon. I can't wait. Well, do I have an Abra? That must be your Abra. Most of these gyms in the Torn region are based around the theme. Forest theme Jinsu means he uses both poison and bug type. And trust me, you don't even want to know what the Elite Four style. Oh my god, that is so cool! Poison and bug gym leaders? Ooh, or gym leader? Ooh, I like me lucky. It's technically going. No, I don't know if we could actually just go in and catch a starter or not. Is this the town hall? You're not interested in talking to me. You're not interested in talking to me. I'm finished cleaning up the road. Is there anything else I can do? Oh, this is Tristan. I met them outside. They offered to help too. I see. You said them. I'm not a them, am I? No, I don't think so. I see. Well, Damon, I think we are pretty well finished cleaning up and preparing the town. As long as you have your gift for the Angler, I'm not even gonna ready. I think you're done, and that word's gonna come a frickin' lot. So I have a feeling I'm gonna have to learn that word. You do have your gift ready for the Angler, right? Oh, well, I may have forgotten. You better find one and fast. I heard you can find rare stone in one of the caves in the forest. Of course, you'll need a Pokemon to be safer to explore the forest. No, absolutely not. Not a chance. Damon is absolutely not mature enough to get a Pokemon. Wow, what a, sort of, yeah, that. He's still just a child. He doesn't seem like one to me. Mom, please, everyone else in town already has their Pokemon and left to go on their adventures. They're not confident in this crummy little town, and that's something you'll never do. You'll get yourself killed. Well, I can see. Why do you care? It's not like you're my real mother or anything. Oh! Adopted. I raised you since birth, and I know enough about you to know you're not capable of raising a plant, let alone a Pokemon. You're irresponsible. And you can't even... Alright, you two, settle down. I have an idea. You said your name was Tristan. Yes, sir. Mayor, sir. My name is Tristan. A Pokemon trainer. Not a Pokemon trainer. I don't have a Mew or nothing. I'm sure you've handled Pokemon before. Nope, not really. Nah, you know. You'll lend both you and Damon a Pokemon. Would you be willing to help Damon through the forest? Fine. I'm not gonna say no, but I'm very grateful. So it's settled then. Tristan will help Damon get a gift for the Owgler. And again, I'm gonna say this word wrong the entire time. And if Damon shows responsibility, perhaps he can keep the Pokemon afterwards. Well, how does that sound? Fine. On one condition. If he displays irresponsibility, he will never press the issue again. Wow. Kind of a deal I don't want to accept. Deal with the devil. I don't want to hear another thing about this Pokemon nonsense after you show the world how immature you are. Agreed. But I won't be irresponsible. Tristan, let's go. Okay, I don't even have a Pokemon. Tristan, I'll meet you at Professor's lab to get an Eevee. He's a bunch of Eevee from his days as a trainer. His lab is just at the southeast corner of town. I'll see you there. We already met him. I really hope I don't mess this up. Hey, Tristan, thanks for agreeing to do this with me. It really means a lot. Grateful, I guess. An Eevee, eh? So would it be the first game or the second game where we start with an Eevee? I think a lot of other games have let us start an Eevee, but Eevee is one of the best starters since it's universal. So... Listen, Professor, these Pokemon, they're freaks! What? What are you saying? No other Pokemon trainer would accept them as part of their team, and can't even afford to keep them any longer. All I ask of you is to keep them. You already kept thousands of Eevee as is. There's surely these three Pokemon won't be a bother to you. Why do you care about their lives? I know who you are. I know what you've done. It's true. I'm merciless. I've done horrible things. But there's a difference between merciless and needless death. Hello? I'm Damon, and this is Tristan. We're here to get a Pokemon so we can go into the forest. I see. Well, he's cracking the nut mine. Sylvan, if you don't take these Pokemon, I'll release them, and I'm sure they'll die in the wild. I would rather avoid needless death. If it comes down to it, you can just give them to these kids, right? Put them on the table. Very well. Wait, what? Oh, but I want the Eevee! Well, I guess we have to pick him between these three. Which I'm fine with. Excuse me, please. Can I get an Eevee on top of that? So, you two are in need of a Pokemon? Yes, sir! I see. That man that was in here just now, he was one of my colleagues in the university. He's a smart man and a great scientist. He also is the leader of one of the cults and is responsible for the deaths of thousands of people. A cult leader? Those people are evil, Professor. You shouldn't be talking to them, let alone accepting gifts from them. Telling me, Damon, Tristan, have you heard of a Delta Pokemon? From Z Omicron, yes, but for the sake of the game, I'm gonna say no. Me either. Then allow me to explain. Delta Pokemon are based on the ideas scientists had about Pokemon a while ago. Z Omicron! Their Pokemon have that of a different DNA than normal Pokemon. Their Pokemon that have been a different type than they normally would. A good example would be an electric-type Dragonite or a water-type Porygon. These Pokemon were given to me. These are Delta Pokemon. I'm not sure what type they are, but they seem to be generic examples of Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle. Oh my god, that's so cool. Specific marbles letting a Delta species Pokemon die would be terrible to me. Now, normally I would give you an Eevee as a Pokemon, set off on a journey. However, it seems there are 3 more options to choose from. These Delta Pokemon that the cult leader gave me, well, nobody wants a freak for Pokemon. I do! Me! And I can't imagine what most trainers would want to be friends with a Delta Pokemon. Me! I do! A Pokemon that will never know friendship is sad indeed. So I'll offer you this. You may choose one of these 3 Delta Pokemon to be your companion. I will only want to keep one to study. If you're not interested in using these Pokemon, you can have an Eevee, normally reserved for trainers. So you have the options to choose from Deltas or Eevee. If you want an Eevee, simply talk to me. Otherwise, choose your Pokeball. Tristan, I don't know what to do. I don't like the idea of a mutant-made Pokemon by a murderer. I don't like the idea of these Pokemon left alone forever. You can pick up. Hurry up. You don't... Really? So I got a choice between an Eevee, a Fairy Psychic Delta Bulbasaur. What else do we have? A Ghost Dragon Charmander! Oh my god, I want it. And a Dark Fighting Delta Squirtle. Nope! Give me the Ghost Dragon. Gimme. Are you sure? Hell yeah! We would name Charmander. Would you like to give a nickname to this Charmander? Yes! Ghost Dragon. Has there ever been a Ghost Dragon? I'm gonna be the most original person ever. I'm gonna name him Ghosty. I'm not original. Yeah. Tristan, I think you're right. Just because they were created by an evil murderer, well, it's not the fault of the Pokemon, is it? So I've decided to choose a Delta Pokemon like you. Yeah! Hey, Tristan, before we go to the Shade Forest, how about a battle? It'll be the perfect time to test out our new Pokemon. Let's go! Let's do it! Battle routine set, execute! Let's do Ghosty. Rival Damon has a dark fighting Squirtle. So we have Scratch, Twister, and Growl. This is so cool! Ghosty Twister! Pursuit? Whoa! That hit hard. Being that we're a ghost, I understand why. You have a potion for sleep, though. We have a couple of them. Pursuit hit so hard! Twister! Nice job, Ghosty! We defeated Rival Damon! I lost! Yeah! Now, wow, you're a great battler! Do you think you can even take a gym on someday? Maybe. Alright, Tristan, here's the deal. I'm going to head north into the Shade Forest. At the northern end of the forest, it is a really large cave. In the middle of that cave is a rare stone we're looking at. We'll head into the forest, into the cave. I'll meet you there. Alright, bye. Tristan, can I talk to you for a moment? Sure, Professor. The man that was in here today was a leader of Perfection, one of the 5 cults of the Tauren region. Because he was willing to spare the lives of Pokemon, you might think he's not such a bad person. He is! But, yeah. But, you have to understand, they are responsible for the deaths of thousands. Overestimating their kindness is a mistake that could lead to your death. Just sending you a far warning. Beware the cults. They're not something to underestimate. Now, that being said, I have a gift for you. I've obtained the Pokedex. This is the Pokedex, the short for Pokemon Index. It is a data collection of all Pokemon that gave to trainers. If you see a Pokemon, it will be registered in the Pokedex. If you catch one, the Pokedex will be full of data regarding that Pokemon. Anyways, now that you've gotten, you should be all set to go on your venture. Head north to the Taller Cave, deep in the forest. Well, you heard the man. Looks like that's where we're heading in the next episode of Pokemon game.